Hello and welcome back to InSight. I'm Mary Louise Van Natta, and as you know, Wendy Brokaw's on assignment today, so the show is all mine. And when I do the show, I get to invite all my favorite people on. Today, I'm so excited to have my friend Ron Hayes with us today. Ron is the director of United Way of the Mid-Willamette Valley, and that is a fantastic organization. A lot of us know United Way as a name, but you might not know your own local United Way. So welcome, Ron. Thanks for being here.
Thank you.
Tell me, just start out, tell me what United Way is in our community.
United Way is our local United Way is one of 1,600 United Ways across the state, across the nation. And we are all unique. And so our local United Way is unique. And we cover a 3-county area, Marion, Polk, and Yamhill counties. And we've been around since 1938.
Oh, my goodness.
Yeah.
That's a long time.
Yeah.
And Salem, they've been operating quite a while?
Right, yeah. In fact, Governor McKay was one of our first people to head up the, yes.
Wonderful, wonderful. And the United Way has been doing so much in our community. Want you to tell me a little bit about what's exciting at United Way now, because I know that you've already done so much, but what's coming up for you?
Well, one of the things that our United Way board is really leading us to do is to find the areas that our community needs us the most to step up, places that others are needing to have help, and also where maybe not enough is being done. Mm-hmm. And Bud Pierce, our local oncologist from Oregon Oncology, is the chairman of our board. And one of the things that he says is we need to solve the difficult things.
Yeah.
And that's coming from an oncologist. You can understand where that comes from. And so we have decided that we want to focus a little bit on what is really hard in Salem right now, and that's the homelessness and the housing situation.
No doubt. We are definitely having trouble finding affordable housing in Salem, finding apartments, and then we are sort of a magnet as the capital city for the homeless community. Yeah,
unfortunately, it's become fairly universal and fairly pervasive all across the West Coast. And people will think about it being a Portland issue. It's a Salem issue.
Sure. Now, Ron, I know that the United Way is doing a tremendous amount in a lot of different areas, and you want to really look at homelessness and housing. How are you taking on that big problem?
Well, I think we have to look at homelessness as being pervasive. There's lots of elements within homelessness that are affected. Some of it is just the presence of housing, some of it's economics, some of it's mental health, some of it's addictions and things like that. And all those things play into it. But we're looking at a focus, and our focus is going to be particularly on the fastest emerging homeless population, and that is senior population.
Really?
Yeah, senior population is the fastest growing homeless population, not only in Salem, but across the state.
Sure. They're probably facing medical bills, and we don't have that kind of culture anymore where we take grandma in and lives with us, and so families are far away from each other.
Yeah, and a lot of seniors are dependent on their Social Security.
Sure.
And the average Social Security check in Oregon is about $1,400 in a household.
Wow.
And that's the average. So there's a lot of people below the average, about $1,000. Mm-hmm. And the definition of being housing burdened is spending more than 30% of your income on housing. Mm-hmm. Well, in our community, the cost of housing is far greater than that 30% for those people. Mm-hmm. If they only have $1,000 coming in, they can't afford a home here.
Right.
Unless they would own it or with some other alternative type of arrangement.
So you have developed a program that I'm pretty excited about, and that involves a home itself.
Sure. One of the things that we looked at was we set some goals for ourselves, and we know that there's subsidy monies out there, but that doesn't really build affordable housing. It just subsidizes it. So the question is, can we do a market-based solution whereby we can build something, finance it through the market, and make it affordable? And so part of what we're doing with that is we've developed it's a small footprint home that's about 300 square feet, designed for seniors. And so we're looking at that. It won't be on wheels. It'll be at grade for handicapped access and things like that. And our goal is to be able to produce that at about $70,000 a door, $70,000 a unit.
So I know Wendy had gone out and taken a look at one of those homes
Yep.
out at your property. So let's take a quick minute. We'll take a break and let's take a look at
Okay.
what she saw. That is fascinating.
Yeah.
Wonderful. It's not quite, I mean, I know a little bit about the tiny house movement, but that is definitely a small house footprint where people could live very comfortably and, you know, low energy, not using a lot of energy. So.
That's correct. And the other part of it is that they'll be able to pay their own way.
Yeah.
At
There's
rent,
a sense of pride at that. For
there's
sure.
a lot of that. They don't want a free ride. They've worked all their life, and they're in this situation where they're fixed income. And so we want to make it possible that they can take care of their own needs, and it pays for itself. Our payments will be about $300 to $350 a month.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. So I understand from a conversation we had previously, United Way is looking for a place to put
Correct.
a number of those. You said
Correct.
In the mid-20s homes.
Yeah, we're looking for about an acre right now, and we've got some property that we've identified that we're working towards.
Great.
It'll be about an acre, a little over an acre. We could put about 24 to 25 units. That's what we're looking at on that particular piece of property. It's a small footprint property, but well done, well constructed, and it has a full bathroom with handicap handles and things like that, and it has kitchen and a washer and dryer, things like that.
Folks can live in a small home community right
Yes,
there. So
yeah.
that's wonderful.
Yeah, in fact, we have a lot of people that go through it, and people come out and tour it if they want, see what it's like. Yeah, yeah.
Very well. That's great.
Yeah.
So I know after our community gets to see the show and learn more about your project, they're going to want to rise up and help you. Can you tell us some ways that folks can help United Way in this process?
Yeah, one of the best things is to go to our website,
Okay.
and there's a lot of information there
Great.
of how they can get involved, whether they want to volunteer or whatever, but want to be involved. There's lots of ways. The website is www. United Way of MWV, which stands for Mid-Willamette Valley.org.
Okay,
Yeah.
wonderful.
Yeah.
Wonderful. And I'm sure you've got a full office full of folks that can help. And I know, I want to see if I can remember your phone number. It's 503-363-1651. And
Correct.
we'll put that up on the screen. And so either through the phone, and I imagine you have a Facebook page also.
Yeah.
And all the ways folks, and what would be some of the things that people could do to help you?
One of the things is just finding the ways. Come out. Talk with us.
Sure.
You want to get involved? We'll plug you in. People want to do a lot of things. Maybe help build some places, things like that. There's a lot of ways to get involved. Help us with mailings. Help us with a bunch of things.
Yeah,
Lots
absolutely.
of ways.
Great.
We'll fit people's abilities and plug them in.
Super. And I know that this is just one of many, many things you do for our community. So Ron, I sure are thankful that you're around and you're helping us out. And thanks for being on our show today.
Well, thanks for having me. I really appreciate being here.
You bet. Again, this is Mary Louise Van Natta. Thank you for being with us on InSight, and we'll see you soon.